Parts of a flower. Identify the parts of a flower. Know the function of each part of a flower. A flower is a part of a plant. It is important for producing seeds. A flower is made up of different parts. Let us learn about the basic parts of a flower. The petals are the most attractive part of a flower. Petals are of different colors in different flowers. Some flowers also have scented or marked petals. Therefore, the petals are responsible for attracting insects to flowers. In addition to colors, the sizes and shapes of petals may also vary in flowers. For example, some flowers have large petals, while other flowers have thin, tube-like petals. The flowers displayed on the screen show some examples of the different types of petals. In a flower, there are a number of leaf-like structures at the base of the flower and around the bud. These leaf-like structures are called sepals, and they protect the flower when it is developing from a bud to a flower. Now, let us look at the different parts of a flower inside the petals and sepals. The anther contains the pollen sacs of a flower. When the pollen is released, it sticks to the outside part of the anther and is transferred to another flower or the stigma of the same flower. The stalk of the anther is called the filament. The innermost part of a flower is called the pistil. The pistil can be subdivided into 5 major parts. The topmost part of the pistil is called the stigma. The stigma is covered with a sticky substance, which helps the pollen grains to stick to it. The style is the part of the pistil that raises the stigma up from the ovary. The pollen tube is located inside the style. The pollen tube is used to transfer the pollen from the stigma to the ovary. The ovary is the outer covering of the ovule and protects the ovule. The ovary becomes the fruit after fertilization of the flower. The ovule contains the female reproductive parts of a flower. Once the flower is fertilized, the ovule becomes the seed of the fruit. Nectary is part of the flower which contains the nectar or the sugary solution of a flower. This nectar is used to attract insects to the flower. The base of a flower is formed by the receptacle and the stalk. The receptacle is the part of the flower that attaches the flower to the stalk. The base of a flower that connects it to the plant is called the stalk. So now you know the different parts of a flower. The next time you visit a garden or a park, try to identify the different parts of any flower you come across. Now, here is an exercise for you. Tell me, which of the following parts of a flower contains the sugary solution? A. Ovary. B. Pollen tube. C. Nectary. D. Stigma. The correct answer is nectary. The nectary contains the nectar, which is the sugary solution of a flower. Points to remember. The different parts of a flower are petal, anther, filament, stigma, style, pollen tube, ovary, ovule, nectary, sepal, receptacle and stalk.